everybody, it's Kelly the Christmas Elf, and I am so excited to see you guys again for the most wonderful time of the year, Christmas time. Oh, and we have such a treat for you guys tonight. Now, Bob and Sheri are still getting everything ready, but in their Christmas party, they're gonna have such things as special guest, 5 different gifts to be given away, and just between us elves, the big man's gonna make an appearance. Oh, I'm so excited, but I do have to go get back to work wrapping presents, so let's count it down. Are you guys ready? All right, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Everybody.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
Oh my gosh.
I love that. I love that. Hello, Suzanne, Cheryl, Regina, Lisa. How y'all doing? Susan.
Oh my God.
All
right, I think someone's gotten into the eggnog a little early.
Merry Christmas. This is what happens when you have a friend who's a teacher. She has stuff like a whole Christmas tree
That's very cool.
But as Heather will tell you, it's been a little tricky for me to adapt to because you have to be careful not to sit on your balls.
Hey, I agree with that. I really do agree with
I
it.
second it.
I second it.
Oh my goodness. So let me just take the top of my Christmas tree off. I'm a little worried because Karami has already taken multiple pictures and suggested that we do a TikTok tomorrow in this costume. So yeah, I think that it's going to be humiliating. So we have a lot of really great stuff coming up. Jimmy Wayne is going to be joining us in just a little bit, you guys. We've also got our friend Nicole Birch. We've got our buddies at New Mix. Max is going to have some letters to Santa. Doc's going to join us. The only person who isn't at the North Pole tonight is Bob, but that's because it's Hampton's commencement, his college commencement. And so he needed to be at that graduation. But I think we have a special message from Bob that we'll drop in here at some point. And we also have every comment in the chat stream counts as an entry, and we have some pretty amazing things that we're giving away tonight as part of our Christmas special. And you are so right, Jason, that you want to be very careful not to sit on your Christmas balls, especially the blue ones. I've never had to navigate this before, and it got kind of awkward, but yay, cheers, everybody. Happy holidays.
Cheers.
So Lamar, take it away.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Let's have a look at your sweater.
That's my sweater. And what I love about this sweater, it's got a special pocket to carry the spare beer.
Ooh.
Does that not work out?
You gotta love that.
Yeah. Everywhere you go. That's right.
I love that.
That's so good. Tone, you could be more festive, I think.
Well, I'm working. I'm working here, everybody. It's only 5 o'clock where I am, so
It's like Christmas, the Soviet Union in the late 1980s.
Good evening, comrades.
Let's say hi to some folks. Hi, Celine and Regina and Billy and Cheryl and Judy, Melissa and Dee, Graham. Oh, hey, Graham. I'm thinking about you and Tommy. Graham and Tommy lost their cat this week. Sequel passed across the rainbow bridge of old age. It was, we're pet people here, y'all. We animal people here.
Yes, we are.
So when I see that one of y'all have lost a fur critter, I feel it. Sherry Wallace loves your sweater with your special pouch.
It's a worker. It works.
We got Barbara in Kentucky, and hi to Chris and Michael. Michael, I'm going to take a wild shot at your name. Michael Coltstow?
It's Kelso. He's a friend of mine. Hi, Mike.
Okay. Hey, Mike. And Suzanne and Kat and Kiana and Erin and Shannon and Ruth and I don't want to miss anybody. And Sherry Giver. It does sound like we're reading the naughty list, doesn't it? Hi, Brett. And it's great seeing you tonight, too. And Michelle and Susan and Sean and Luann. Oh, I love that name, Luann. So my friend, I have a friend named Sherry, which is confusing, the multiple Sherrys, and she is a school teacher. And back in like, I don't know, July, she was like, I'm cleaning some stuff out. Does anybody, and she was joking, I don't suppose anybody wants a Christmas tree costume. And I was like, and the Grinch had an idea. A wonderful, awful idea. I was like, are you kidding? I have been waiting since July to wear this. I'm so
Oh,
excited.
that is very, very, very cool. Very cool.
Kevin looked at me and he goes, well, it's brave. Oh, y'all.
Kimberly, we are so sorry for your loss of your dog.
Oh, no.
That's sad. I'm sorry.
Tough time of year, too.
Yes, gosh, I can't imagine.
You know that we are the right place to come to. Like, we so get it. Heather suffered a loss tonight, too.
No.
She did. She picked up some pizza for us on her way to my house and just finally had a chance to eat it. And Tiberius opened the box, took a whole slice of pizza out of the box, and went running off with it. I'll remind you, he just got out of the animal hospital.
Mm.
But anything is possible for pizza. Yeah. So she couldn't even get the words out. She's like, and I'm like, wait. And we had.
Things happen.
We're having vodka cranberries tonight.
Look, things happen.
We call it Mrs. Claus's Happy Punch. What are y'all having?
Hi, Ed. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Kiana.
See, here's Heather.
There's
She had
it.
some of her pizza before the cat got it. This is a hard place to live. y'all.
Q98. Hello.
Hey,
Hi,
Q98.
Q98.
Hey, Jeff. I think Miss Sarah, if she's not off rescuing a bear, will pop in tonight too. We made that plan on our last happy hour. And hi, Maria. Don't blame the animal. The hospital food sucks. Well, that's true. Oh, Susan, my sister, whose name is Ruth, loved you guys. She passed away in July. Our family's heartbroken this year, but on to happier times. You know what? We don't have to pretend this isn't going to be a challenging holiday. I think sometimes we make things harder on ourselves by trying to pretend that certain things aren't true. I think that if you are going through it, especially this time of the year, it's better to just name it and claim it, and say it out loud and not carry it around like a big, heavy weight. Oh, here's the pizza thief. Let me show y'all. This doesn't even look like it's real.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's my little gremlin.
Surprisingly fast.
He's very fast, yeah, for a man in his condition. Yeah. We you learn things as you go through life. You learn things the longer you're married to a person. About 10 years ago, I took Miss Esme to the dentist, cat dentist. That was affordable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I made the mistake when I got home from the cat dentist. Kevin was like, "What'd that run us?" And I told him the truth. And I deeply regret that because I've been hearing about it now for a decade. So I did not share with him what this cost. And when we went to get our Christmas tree, I was like, let's talk about it in the car on the way to the tree lot. Let's talk about Hurricane Helene and how it wiped out whole communities and how you are about to pay, my love, for that Christmas tree. That Christmas tree and a Yugo are going to be roughly the same sticker price. So let's just talk about it now. That way we don't have to talk about it when we get there, and we never, ever have to talk about it again. Because after the cat, Tony, after the cat dentist, I've learned.
So we were at the emergency vet for our 14-year-old rescue mutt earlier this week, and we were, thank goodness it's okay. She's just a 14-year-old dog.
Yeah.
But we were making the plans. We were like, here's what we're gonna do if we gotta go, and if she's gotta go, and then they came back and said, yeah, she's got years ahead of her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and that was the emergency. That was the emergency vet, right?
That was the emergency vet. And here was the greatest Christmas present of all. No charge.
That's impossible.
No.
That's
charge.
impossible.
Yeah. They wished us happy holidays and sent my daughter and I on our way.
Listen, if you're lost and you stop and ask direction at the emergency vet, it's $150.
Get a bill.
I mean,
Tony,
yeah,
I think,
yeah,
did you
yeah,
put out? I think you put out. I think you did.
Yeah.
A
I
boy
think
doesn't
you
kiss
did. I
and
think you
tell.
put out.
We don't blame you. Now,
A
we're
boy
not
does
judging
not
you
judging
for
you.
it.
I'm not judging. Later, I'm going to need you to show me some technique, okay?
Whatever it takes.
When I got home that night, so I took Tiberius in first thing in the morning, and then I just had a heavy heart all day because I just thought it's the worst. We're at the end. And of course, like you, we weren't. And you're so thankful, right? So the emergency vet calls and says, you're not going to believe this, but I have good news. Because that's not something they get to do very often.
No, that's true.
Right?
That's true.
And he got the best care. He was the little prince of the animal hospital. And they said, and you're also going to get a refund. Not for all of it, because you pay in advance at the emergency vet hospital. They take your credit card. And so they refunded me about half of it. And when I got home, Kevin said, how much was it? And I was like, I really don't want to tell you because I don't want to add this to Esme's teeth. I just can't hear it. He needed, stop biting his head. He needed the care and he would have died without it. I mean, he pulled through, but he needed the care. And I said, what was I going to do? And Kev goes, can you hear that screaming? Larry Munson is putting Tiberius's whole head in his mouth. Do you hear it? Stop it. They want my attention. So any Hoosers, he was like, no, I would have done the same thing. I said, so yeah, nice try. I'm still not telling you what it cost. Cost a lot. Less than you fear, but more than you'd like. But again, what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? I don't know what the figure is. I don't know what the figure is that they could tell me for Darby, and I would say, no, I'm not going to pay it.
That's the problem, right? There's no drawing.
There's no figure. There's no figure. No.
Right.
Kevin said,
it's your pet. They're part of your family.
Yeah.
He said, so I said, so I just, I swiped the MasterCard. He goes, well, that's what it's for. And yeah, I mean, it's for an emergency. I'm not like, I'm going to stand there and go, I guess this is the end of the road, little man.
Yeah.
No,
you can't do that. You can't do that.
You can't. But so I was gone for the weekend. We went out of town to visit family, and Max took care of the critters. So not only did he have the usual, which is a lot because it's four four-legged fur bags of psychosis, right? But he also had to medicate Tiberius twice a day. Yeah.
Oh, that can't be fun.
Oh, yeah.
God love him. That cannot be fun.
Yeah.
No.
So we look forward to Uncle Max joining us in just a little bit here on our holiday happy hour. But our first guest, I think, is Jimmy Wayne. Is he up and ready to go, Heather?
He's not here yet.
Oh, he's not here yet. Okay. Well, when he gets here, we'll pop him up. Jason Tannery, less than you fear, more than you want. That goes with any medical bill.
Yeah.
Boy, that's the truth.
He's got a point.
It used to be like pet insurance has been around for a while. And I know a couple of people that have it. My mom had a pet insurance policy for her 3,000-year-old Bichon that was once an Egyptian pharaoh. That's how old the damn thing was. Millie needed a lot of care, and so my mom ended up with a pet insurance policy. But I don't really know a lot of people that have it. So, right, Lamar? So imagine my surprise.
Can I tell you
You
that?
have it?
Can I tell you, my
have it?
daughter's part of her benefits as an employee of her company is she can opt into pet insurance, and she did.
What?
Yeah, I know. I was like, yeah, no, I never heard of that.
Somebody said something to me about pet insurance when I got Darby, and I said, well, that's ridiculous. That's like buying the extended warranty on a car. And 6 or 7 weeks later, she ate 3 socks, $3,000. And I'm like, boy, that pet insurance is looking a lot better to me now.
Well,
whatever it would have been.
Lamar, my fear is that it would be just one more claim that I have to dispute.
I
There's
mean,
one more denied claim that I'm going to have to get on the phone with Clarice in wherever she is, Minneapolis, and just go, what the heck?
It doesn't cover. Hey, Jimmy, look at that man scrubbing his floor.
Are you scrubbing for Santa?
I'm sorry, y'all. My washing machine went out.
Oh no! Oh no! Listen, hey, the women are watching this. Boom, chicka.
God,
wow,
this is
look at that man.
you're on our brand. You are on our brand.
Totally.
Hey,
He is
Heather.
totally.
Heather called me. She said, "You're supposed to be on right now." And I said, "Oh my God. I'm so sorry."
How bad is it? I mean, it looks pretty. Oh my God, this is like Cinderella. This is live action Cinderella.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stars in Their Homes.
Yes.
The stars, they're just like us. How bad
The
was
real
it?
life story, huh? Well, I've had this washer for about 14 years, and then that's it. They don't last like they used to, I guess.
No.
14's pretty good right now.
Yeah, 14 is
a
pretty
lot.
good.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how much dust? You know how much dust is behind your washer?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's a lot.
found all kinds of stuff.
Did you find any change?
No, I found a couple of markers. I can't tell you all the stuff
A
I
mouse?
found.
Have you
No,
found
no
a
mice.
There's
No
got to be
mice,
some missing
that's
socks.
good.
There has to be.
I found there is some missing socks, and there's also a Coca-Cola bottle or can that's leaked on my wall. I don't know how that happened.
Oh.
It's crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to get on here like this. So
Oh no, this has made my whole day. Are you kidding me?
This is so Bob and Sheri. It's not even
Yes.
done.
It is.
This is it.
Listen, Jimmy. After you finish your chores, some friendly mice are going to make you an incredible suit to wear to the ball.
okay. I
And
hope
you see
so.
that little bucket? We're going to turn that into a coach.
I hope it looks better than this outfit. That's for sure.
I was just about to say that when I walked into the emergency vet with my cat, you know how they talk to your pet, not to you. At some of these places, they go, "Well, hey, is this Tiberius? Tiberius, do you have insurance?" And I was like, "He's chronically unemployed. What are we talking about?"
Well, my washer is sitting in the driveway, and if you know anything about an HOA, I'll probably get fined.
It's going to go well, Jimmy. That's going to go really well.
So this HOA, y'all, you ready for this? I'm almost embarrassed to tell this story.
I got to hear it.
Okay. This kind of story can only be told on the Bob and Sheri show. So I'm a very good tenant here, and they never have problems out of me. But all of a sudden, they started fining me for everything. I mean, the trash can was on the curb one day late. I got charged. A girlfriend had moved in, and then she would walk the dog without a leash. I'd get charged. I said, "Please put the dog on the leash." This was back in the day. It's on the leash. So I called my neighbor. I said, "Hey, Carl, can you look out the window, see if my dog's on the leash?" "No, it's not on the leash." So I called the girlfriend. I'm like, "The dog's not on the leash. Who's snitching on me?" And then, so then I got charged for that. So then I started getting charged for all the dog crap in around the neighborhood. I had a Chihuahua. And so I went around the neighborhood and I said, there is no way that came out of my Chihuahua. So they fined me. So, and then I went outside and took a ruler. I took this ruler. Hold on a second.
Wait.
I
This
took
is
this
what
thing.
this is what an HOA does to a man. It has him out in the grass measuring poop.
I measured every single turd in this neighborhood. Listen, and I sent each turd to their attorney in a separate email. So there was 25 emails. And so this stupid community is called Fredericksburg, And each title of each email was called Fredericksburg Townhome Turd #1, Fredericksburg Townhome Turd #2. And they finally called me and begged me to quit because the attorney was charging them for each email he opened.
I love it. I love it.
It don't stop there, y'all. It gets worse. So the girlfriend apparently wouldn't stop doing whatever she was doing when I was out of town touring, and so she finally moved out. And the HOA, I was on their hit list. So I went to the gym one night. I'm this, folks, don't hold this against me. I am just telling you a story that I did, something I did. I'm not proud of it, but I had to do something to get them to quit. So I went to the gym, and the ex-girlfriend's there. She says, I hear you're giving the HOA a hard time. I said, I'm not giving anybody a hard time. They're giving me a hard time. You know how it goes, back and forth. And I said, listen, they are wearing me out. I mean, they're charging me $75 for every trash can. I can't do anything without getting charged. I said, can you do me a favor? You owe me one. And she's like, oh, yeah, sure. I said, you're friends with the president of HOA. She said, yeah. I said, can you talk to the president of HOA and tell them when Jimmy is not on his meds, he likes to chop up his furniture. So she said, are you serious? I said, absolutely. I got to get him to quit. So she went and told him. All right, I waited about a week and a half, and I went and got an old recliner that was like thrown away. I put it in the back of my car, and I brought it home. And I saw them doing their due diligence around the neighborhood. They go around and look for stuff to find people. So I dragged that recliner out in the driveway and took a hatchet and started chopping on it and yelling at it. They finally stopped. I haven't been fined one time.
I'm scared of you. Let's see what they do with the washing machine in the driveway now.
Folks, this thing has to be gone tomorrow. Lowe's is showing up with a set, and they're supposed to take this thing away. This is real life over here, y'all.
This is what homeowners associations do to people, Jimmy.
That's
They
exactly
drive
right.
you insane. They drive you to this behavior.
It's unbelievable.
Make you crazy.
It's unbelievable. And so when I say, hey, I need this thing repaired, because they're look at this crap, y'all. I'm sorry. So I'm like, I got this work hat on. Look at this. Oh. So I'm like, I need something fixed in my house, outside my house, because they're responsible for the exterior. And I say, there's something that needs to be fixed. They dragged their rear end I'm just griping on here. I'm sorry. They dragged their rear end from January all the way to this week.
It's a year. I mean, that's almost a whole year.
But I went by the president's house back in the summer. He had a brand new porch. He had brand new grass. He had a brand new everything, brand new driveway. I'm thinking, where's this HOA money going? It's going to him.
I gotta know.
New plants, new flowers. You go look at my yard. I'm gonna show you my.
I want to see it. Oh no, I'm here for every bit of this.
I'm gonna show you this flower
Every
bed.
bit.
I'm gonna show you. Look at this. If you can see this, how you turn this thing around? How you turn? I don't know how to turn it around. I'm just turning the camera around. Look at this, y'all. Dead freaking. Look at them holes. A flag. You can't. I can't.
Show us. Can we see the washing machine in the driveway?
Oh my God.
There it is. You see it? Yeah.
This is the best.
It's crazy. My garage is packed.
Oh my God.
Boy, I tell you. It's crazy over here.
So let
my
me just
God.
ask, Are you ready for Christmas?
That is the best ever.
So they'll see it tomorrow, and they probably are watching this thing, and they'll probably be over here with a ticket book, finding me for everything.
One of the things, Jimmy, so I lived in a neighborhood with a homeowners association, and the pickiest, sourest little man was constantly looking for stuff to bust people for. When we moved, I was like, Kevin, wherever we live, we cannot have a homeowners association.
No, when I got
You will break your
the
child.
first month or so I was here, I saw one of those guys on a Segway with white socks pulled up to his knees with a fedora on, riding around looking for stuff to find. And I'm like, I didn't come from that.
Yeah.
I did not come from
Understatement
that,
of the
man.
day.
I'm like, oh God, it's so stressful. Anyway.
Teresa says that you should start hitting the washer with a hammer. I mean, let's keep that legend alive, shall we?
Oh my God.
I love it.
Keep the legend alive. That's hilarious. Yeah.
Billy wants to know if you've been fined for your dead flowers yet.
If so, it's their fault because they spent all the money on their yard, not mine. That's for sure.
Suzanne says, put some red paint down the front of the washer, and if they come by, just tell them you couldn't clean up the mess from the dismemberment, so you drive.
I'm thinking about going to get a stuffed animal that looks like my dog and just putting it in the washer.
Just with like a paw hanging out.
Yeah, and when they walk by, just pull it out. No, I love animals too much. So anyway,
is the water damage really bad in the house?
oh no. It's just when I pulled the washer out, it just, you know how the hoses pour water everywhere.
Yeah.
So there was water everywhere. I didn't realize that, and plus there was a mess behind the washer, and yeah, it's just a mess. And I totally dropped the ball, and Heather called me and says, "Get on here." So I'm very sorry.
No. I apologize. This has made my whole day.
Yeah, this couldn't have been any better.
That was brilliant.
You know, when Alex went to college up in West Virginia, she moved into a complex, and she had a dog, and she had to give a DNA sample of her dog.
Mm.
And if they found any poop in the neighborhood, they would send it off for DNA, and if it matched your dog, you got fined. Here's the deal. There was no poop in that took care of business right there. That really did. I mean, everybody took their stuff.
I've had the dubious honor of being on several HOA boards, and I quit because they just get a little crazy. It's one thing to want to have your neighborhood look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants their neighborhood to look nice, right? Home values, whatever. But they get a little bit crazy, and I just gave up. It's just, I don't want to be on this board anymore. I'm out of here.
See, what I want from an HOA, I don't want cars on blocks. That's what I don't want cars on blocks.
Right. Don't be swinging an engine.
Cars on blocks and cut your grass.
Yeah.
If you cut your grass and don't have cars on blocks, I'm good.
We're good, right? Yeah. Like I would rather, and I've lived in an HOA neighborhood. I would rather, with the dues that I'm paying, instead of taking that money to pay for poop DNA testing, which can't be cheap. Let's bring in the super duper pooper scooper guy. You know, you see him all the time in traffic with his pickup truck that says Pooper Scooper Man. Why don't we use some of our dues and just bring somebody in once a month to clean the neighborhood? Because, like some people are awful, but a lot of times, it's just a dog doing a dog thing, right? Like, why are we spending a fortune to have poop DNA tested?
And my argument is, could you not be neighborly? Right? Can you not be? If somebody's having a problem, their lawn doesn't look good, they didn't mow it or something, go find out what's going on and be nice about it before you start slapping people.
Be neighbors. Yeah. Listen to what Lara said. Our HOA people were rolling in dough, a previous neighborhood, yet we had dead bushes, unclean gutters. The builders never connected the sewer lines all the way, and it was draining under our patio, yet we had to pay for it. If you're walking in a nice neighborhood, I won't say the town, and you see places that always have standing water behind their patios, that's probably sewer water. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh.
Mm. Well, before I chopped the chair up, I tried something a little less aggressive, if you will. This is wrong. I'm telling y'all all my dirt. This is so wrong. I was so mad at these people. They had an open house. They would have open house on like Saturday or Sunday. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where they try to sell these townhomes. Because I bought this townhome back in '04 because I was touring and I couldn't cut grass. I couldn't maintain a regular house. I didn't want to be in an apartment. So I bought a townhome and it was it's a very nice area. And I was like, well, I'll live there. They'll cut the grass. They'll take care of everything. But wow. So they have open house and they were finding me for everything. And I thought, my dog is so innocent. This dog is not doing anything wrong. I clean up after it. And so I waited till open house day and I would walk my little dog around the neighborhood on a leash. And I don't even know why this is funny, but I would pull my pants down and let my underwear show, and then I would go shirtless, and then and then I would go through the neighborhood, and so the new people looking for a home to live in, they would see me walk through the neighborhood with this chihuahua on a leash and my pants way down here with my boxers showing, and they're like,
That's just evil.
They're like, we're not moving into that neighborhood.
So Nicole, perhaps you're unacquainted with best-selling author and chart-topping country music singer-songwriter Jimmy Wayne. Jimmy, this is Nicole Birch.
Nice to meet
Nicole,
you. Good to
Jimmy.
meet you.
Hey, Nicole.
That was the best story. That was the
Oh
best
my
story.
God.
Hey guys, I'm out. Have Merry Christmas and thanks
See
for
you,
everything.
Tony.
See you,
Have a
Tony.
great year. Bye.
Hi, Tony.
So Jimmy was late signing on because he was on his hands and knees mopping the floor where his washing machine died.
No.
Yeah. And now it's out in the driveway, and he has one of those homeowners associations that are fully fascist regimes.
Oh, got it. A lot of them are, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you have one where you live, but his apparently, if your dog goes and you don't scoop it, they send it out for DNA testing.
It's crazy. And then we fixed that problem.
I love it. I love it.
So cool. How are things with you?
Great. Not as exciting as that. That's pretty exciting. That's good. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's the munchkin? How's everything?
She's great. She's good. I've been doing some really weird Christmas parties lately. So instead of like regular stand-up, I've been going out as some of my characters. And this past week, I went as my great Aunt Jean.
Did the whole party?
Did the whole party as great Aunt Jean. Which, do you guys want to see a picture of what she looks like? I'll show you.
Oh, I so
okay.
do.
I don't know if this will work. This is what I dress up as. Okay.
Oh my God, that's classic.
This is my real Aunt Jean. She's passed away, but she was a pistol. Look at her.
Oh, look at her.
That's just scotch in a glass, guys. That's just scotch in a glass. And she tells the filthiest jokes. She was known for telling the filthiest jokes, even at like funerals, weddings. Like the one I can tell on here would be, what is it? She'd go, "Here's to the girl on the hill. She won't do it, but a sister will. I'm a sister." And I could tell you way worse ones. Okay. But she was the best. And so I ended up performing at an assisted living center in New Jersey, in Bridgewater. And at the end of it, there was a man named Harold who had just turned 101 years old.
Wow.
He looked great, by the way. He looked maybe early 90s. He looked amazing. But the staff had told me, don't tell them you're doing a character, because some people have dementia or memory loss. And so they're like, just stay in character the whole time. I was like, absolutely, totally understand. So Harold hit on me and asked if he could start courting me. And I had already explained.
I love it. That's so
it was
fashioned.
the Nicole. I was blown away. First of all, so I had in my setup had said that I was a widow, so I couldn't give him an excuse like I had a boyfriend or anything because I'd already said I was single. So I was trying to give him these like excuses, and I was like, "Oh, you're a genteel. Like I like to keep things kosher. It wouldn't work out. Like you're in Jersey. I like to spend the summers in the Cape." And like he was just like, So I gave him 19 excuses, and finally he was like, "You're right. It's not gonna work." He goes, "Probably for the best because my girlfriend Rhonda would be very upset." I go, "I'm sorry, you are 101 years old. You have a girlfriend and you're still looking for a side piece." I am blown away.
Like on
Away.
the one hand, it's the worst, and on the other hand, so impressive.
Yes.
So impressive. But I had to stay like the Nicole in me was like, "Good for you." But I had to stay as Aunt Jean. So I'm like, "Well, what would Aunt Jean do?" And I was like, "Aunt Jean would be jealous." So I was like, "Where is she? Where's this Rhonda?" And he was like, "Oh, she's over there." And I was like, "The redhead? No, thank you." Like it was just, so I had to stay in character. So what I'm saying is I'm now engaged to Harold and it's going to work out. We eat dinner by 4 p.m. It's great. It's a whirlwind romance, Great. Yeah.
That must be so fun to do the whole thing in character like that.
It's,
Because aren't you free?
Oh my
Don't you
God.
feel more free as a character?
I feel sharper as a character than I do myself. Absolutely. Because you get to turn off your brain and turn on their brain a little, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. But it is, I being her for too long, I was like, I think my back started hurting because I'm like hunched over like this, like because she had osteoporosis. So I'm like doing that. And I'm like, oh, I'm starting to really get into, I should probably stop this. I'm getting too into character.
There's something about, I think that's what, sometimes we'll be watching a movie or a show or whatever. And I'll say to my husband, man, it must be so fun to be an actor. Yeah. Because you get to step into another life and you get to say things that you're not really responsible for because it's not you, right?
Right. You have that freedom, that permission. Absolutely.
Maybe we should send Aunt Jean in to deal with Jimmy's homeowners association.
Oh,
she's got a washing machine in the driveway, and
she would love it. I'm literally thinking of somebody asked me if I could come to their Thanksgiving dinner and break up with them as me, but like a different version of me. He goes, "Look, my parents are giving me crap because I'm like 38. I've never really had a girlfriend. Can you come and act like my girlfriend and just break up with me?" And I was really considering, except it was in Canada, and I was like, okay. But I was like, oh, I have more fun doing that than anything else. That would be hilarious.
I would think that would be a blast. We were talking on the show. I can't remember today, yesterday, next week. I don't know about this woman who has a rent a girlfriend service for the holidays. She's based in Miami. And she has different packages. So if you just have a family that's like, are you ever going to meet someone?
It was reasonable. And have dinner. It was not crazy. It was not outrageous.
The prices are not bad.
Yeah.
She'll have dinner. And then the next level, she'll have dinner and stay a few hours and kind of hang out with your relatives. The highest level, which was only like Lamar, like $350.
Yeah.
600 or something. It wasn't very much.
It was not much. It was not much.
She clears the table. She does the dishes. She kisses you. She tells your family how much she loves you. Yeah, it's a real hustle.
Count me in. Count me in.
Yeah.
I would do a lot of this for free if it was local. I mean, I'm not kidding. Like, I would have way too much fun. Oh, that would be a blast.
Well, Jimmy told his homeowners, he told his lawyer to tell the homeowners association that when he isn't on his meds, he breaks things. So tell her what you did. You went and got a recliner.
I chopped up furniture. So I went and got a recliner. And when I saw them doing their checks with their citation tablet walking around the neighborhood,
oh my God,
I drug the chair out of the garage into the driveway and started like cussing the chair and chopping it up.
With a hatchet.
With a hatchet.
Like a madman.
A madman.
And they can't do anything because that's a mental thing. You can't touch somebody like that. Oh, I love it.
See, these people that are bitching at him about his chihuahua and him chopping up the furniture, this is what I want for a neighbor. I want to be right next door to this multi-act play. Like, I want to be right there.
Oh my God. How long have you been there? How long have you lived there?
20 years.
Oh my, is it like
Right.
progressively gotten worse, or is this
Oh
just
yeah,
normal?
I've been here 20 plus years, 23 years, I think, and they it was a girlfriend. I found out later. I think she was walking around the neighborhood talking to all the men, and so the wives that sat on the board started firing at me.
Oh no.
Yeah, it kind of got
That
nasty.
just got juicier. Okay.
Yeah, it got real juicy.
Oh
And
my
now
God.
she's gone.
She's gone. Yeah.
He
And
lives
you're
in
left
my-
with the aftermath.
Yeah.
Well, they're not bothering me now, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's because it's dark out and they haven't seen the washer.
Sun up. When the sun comes up, yeah, you got a problem.
You can see the washer in the driveway.
That's crazy. I mean, just like who's the personality that would want the job where you're walking around with a notepad making citation? Oh, also, that's a serial killer. Wasn't the BTK killer one of those?
He was like a home inspector. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was like, but he also did the neighborhood thing where he's like, if your
Yes.
grass, he would measure the grass. And if it was
Yep.
too long, he'd write you a citation. Yeah,
And how not surprising that he turned out to be the BTK killer,
exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Like,
Do you
why-
think I'm like messing with a BTK killers? I mean,
No,
I'm
they
making
think
one of
they're
those
I
guys.
think you might be the
BTK
BT
killer.
I'm making one of those guys, man. I got to be careful.
Oh my gosh. So here's what I don't get. Like, I'm envious of people that have this kind of time on their hands. Are you not?
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Nicole, do you feel like you have 10 extra minutes in a day to
No.
harass and stalk your neighbors?
I always know if I have time, if I have extra time and I'm like on a TikTok and it's so-and-so said this about so-and-so, and then I keep following the thread. If I've spent more than 5 minutes following a thread, it's because I don't have my daughter with me. I'm bored. All my laundry's done. And I'm like, oh, I need to put this down. This is not my business.
Yeah.
I don't know these people. I don't have 10 minutes. Yeah.
Have you seen a HOA person? Have you seen
Me?
what they look? Have you seen what they look like?
No.
In real life?
That's why they got. That's why they got that time on their hand.
It's a weird thing.
They got nothing else to do.
Some people just are thirsty for power, maybe because there's no other corner of their life where they have
Where they
any
have it.
control
Yeah.
over anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that in y'all's neighborhood, you have to be careful about how you decorate too for the holidays. There are probably rules about that.
I don't do it.
Well, you did tonight. You've got
You
a
decorate-
big white appliance straight from the North Pole right there in your driveway.
I'll put a bow on it.
I have a friend who lives in Henderson, like outside of Vegas, and she has a homeowners association, and she's a DIYer, and she had the garage door up while she was like, she has what are those, like the horses that you saw on, like when you're doing DIY work? Yeah, sawhorse. The horses that you saw on is called a sawhorse.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm an idiot. Okay, so the sawhorses, and the sawhorse was just outside the lip of where the garage would close. And they were like, look, we don't mind that you're doing that inside of the confinements of your own home. She's like, this is still on my property. And they're like, you really need to move that sawhorse like 2 more feet inside. And I was like, what? What are you talking? You also know that she was a DIYer. Like, you know, it was just crazy. She tries to put up Christmas lights, those Christmas light tunnels, and they took that down real fast. It's crazy.
Anything that gives people joy, it's like they object to it. Although I do have to say, Cheryl Newton said in the chat stream, probably no reenacting the crucifixion on that lawn, Jimmy. when Jimmy was a child, Nicole,
Oh Lord.
he had so much love in his heart for the Lord that he wanted to see what it felt like to be crucified. So he crucified himself in the yard, and his mom.
What is happening?
His mom watched through the window and went all Pontius Pilate on him, like she just wasn't having it.
What?
They were driving by, like, yeah.
Traffic stopped.
Oh my God.
The funny
Oh my
part
God.
was when she came out of the house, I pulled the cross out of the ground and took off running with it on my back because I couldn't get my hands out. I was like stuck and running.
I
around.
only now realize this wasn't a bit. I thought this whole thing was a bit that I would just heard, and it
Oh,
actually happened.
True story. True story.
Well, y'all, We're so happy to see you. You're a part of our Christmas
God.
tradition.
Yeah.
Nicole, what is, before we let you guys go, because after Jimmy finishes mopping up after his washing machine, he's got to clean the drywall because he found a spilled Coke back there.
Oh no.
What is the one thing you're looking forward to most this Christmas, like with your daughter, with your little girl?
Oh, let's see. This is the first year we are doing milk and cookies. It's the first, because like she didn't really understand the concept. Like I would do it, but she's like, what's happening? Can we just eat the cookies? So this year she actually knows what it is, but I have to explain to her that I know she's waiting for Santa, but Mrs. Claus usually does the heavy lifting. And as Mrs. Claus, I'm lactose intolerant and I need gluten-free cookies. So we'll figure it out.
That'll be fun. And how about you, Jimmy? What are you looking forward to for the Christmas holidays?
Clean underwear.
All right.
Well, for real though, I'm looking forward to I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know.
Well, listen, I don't want you to spend Christmas in jail because of your homeowner's association.
If I do,
They mess with you, we'll come bail you out. Me and Lamar road trip, okay?
Yep.
We'll get it.
Don't you let them lock you up.
I'll pay you back.
I'll send Aunt Jean. She'll come get you.
Oh, Aunt Jean would
Aunt
be
Jean
hell
will
on
get
wheels
you.
with that homeowners association.
Oh Lord.
Y'all, cheers. Thank you for
Cheers.
joining
Bye, guys. Thank you. Happy
Cheers.
holidays, everybody.
Jimmy, good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my
This
God.
was a night I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
We have our friends with New Mix that are going to be popping us in. I'm super excited. I'm
Yes.
going to let them explain this because I just got so excited when Tony and I discovered it.
We do the setting.
So we're waiting for them to punch their camera up. Y'all, we're having some technical issues.
Sorry,
Like
guys.
no, it's okay. Mercury's in retrograde. Here's a sentence I say all the time. I was on the phone with the cable company trying to get them out here for my internet, which was, remember Lamar last week, it was blinking.
Yes.
Yeah, like one of the Pac-Man ghosts. So let me just remind everybody while we're waiting for our New Mix friends to figure out their technical problems. Every comment, oh, there you are. Every comment in the chat stream counts as an entry.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, and we've got some pretty badass prizes that we're giving away, Christmas presents tonight. There you are. Happy holidays. Thanks for popping in.
Happy holidays, guys. It's so exciting to be here. Very nervous, but very excited.
No, don't be nervous. I was waiting for you to get here to walk us through New Mix because I don't want to, I've been telling people about it, but I don't want to bollocks it up. So this is such a cool concept.
Oh, it is so much fun. So I'm a 15-year bartender, and when I found these guys and found this, I was like, where have you been my whole bartending career? So it's a really cool system. Same thermos, the same people who make like Hydro Flask, Stanley, those things make our thermos, right? So it keeps hot things hot, cold things cold. And then it has this awesome insert that just pops right in here, right? Okay. So because of that, for anyone who loves cocktails, it keeps your mixers and your liquors completely separate from each other. So because of that, we have this head unit right here that pops on there, and it's a patented dual blending technology. So there's two pumps in here that pull from both sides and then shoot it into a chamber, and at the press of a button, blend and aerate any drink that you're creating.
So wait, so the ingredients remain separate. So I can make your drink, and then 20 minutes later, I can make somebody else a completely fresh drink.
Exactly. Yes. And
got it. Okay.
Not only fresh, but for me, so because of our liquor control dial, right? You get to control the strength of your drink. So for me, I never go below a 7 because I like a lot more alcohol in my beverages than other people. So if you go to pour for another friend and they're like, you know, I want mine a little weaker, I only want a shot of alcohol in it. All you do is dial this back, and now they can have their drink at the strength that they prefer.
Oh, that is
it is
very cool.
It is really fun. There's also, you can completely shut off the mixer side and just pour a shot, or you completely shut off the shot side and pour whatever in your mixer side. And it's not just for cocktails either. The more we play with this, the more we have discovered you can fit an entire bottle of wine in this. And it instantly aerates it, right? So you don't have to decant it. You don't have to use one of those little aerate things that you buy on Amazon. It does it for you. You can also put water on this insert side and freeze it so it becomes an ice pack for if you like your white wine colder, you can pour your white wine in there. So it is absolutely amazing. The options are endless. One of my CEOs uses it for his water bottle at night because it has a light on the top of it. So it actually, he can see, you know, where his water bottle is, and then you can actually pour it straight into your mouth, which I'll show you guys that later.
What's so fun about this is, like, you know, for the longest time, people didn't like cocktails, artisanal and craft cocktails are really a thing now. And you go to a restaurant or a bar and they can be so freaking expensive,
Yes.
right? Like you look at a menu and you're like, wait, that's a $17 Manhattan or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what's so great about this is you get that, because that's one of the things I struggle with. Being a bartender, being a mixologist is a skill, like being a chef. Like it's not just something you can do, right? Necessarily.
So being a bartender, I say that everyone can bartend, right? It's just a matter of having, you know, the right ingredients, the right tools. The nice thing is this is a great tool for anyone who's new at bartending.
Yeah.
And it is, you get to create all your own things. In fact, I just did a social post yesterday on my personal social explaining that I love it because it's kind of like being a mad scientist, right? You get to put all these different things together and see if it works. And the really nice thing that I love, we all know alcohol is expensive, as you stated. Even if you're buying a bottle of alcohol, I mean, this bottle of Tito's is like $40, right? So the nice thing is that if I don't use it, all I do is take this out and pour it back in the bottle because it hasn't touched anything. Yeah, it's not mixed with anything. It hasn't been diluted or anything like that. So you always get to save your alcohol. And you can always, you know, pour the mixer into a container and put it in your fridge, or even put the lid on this and pop it in the fridge and keep it cold.
This is the thing for me, because I hate to waste. And it's one thing to not waste the last of the mashed potatoes. It's another thing for me to drink a half a pitcher of Cosmos because I didn't want to waste. I got to get up tomorrow, right?
We don't have
So, I mean, if you love like a fancy cocktail, but you're not necessarily like skilled at making it and you don't want to waste, I just love this. And what a fun thing. So can you make a drink and show us?
I can. I actually have 2 drinks ready for you guys. So with it being the holidays, I decided to do an espresso eggnog martini for you guys. So I've got all the ingredients right here. We're going to start with our mixer side. So the mixer holds 30 ounces and then the insert side holds 18 ounces.
So show us again, which is the mixer and which is.
So this is the insert side right here. This is what holds the 18 ounces.
Okay.
And then the thermos, after you put this in, will hold 30 ounces.
Okay.
So you don't have to run back and forth to the kitchen all the time, which is really nice. You can bring this with you to a party or anything like that. And you don't have to constantly like be refilling. You just bring this with you, which is really cool.
Okay.
So we're going to start with our eggnog. We're going to put that on the mixer side. And I do have this recipe for you guys. So it's going to be 22 ounces of eggnog for any of you who like eggnog. You can also switch this up and just do like regular milk if you want to. Just a preference. And on our website too, guys, we have a whole recipe page. So I post all different recipes. You can literally look at it based on what your favorite spirit is and things like that. So we really try to make it easy for anyone who's not a bartender. Okay. And this is just an espresso mix right here. All I did was blend some espresso powder with water and stick it in the fridge. So we're going to do
are you adding that to the eggnog?
Yes, adding this to the eggnog side. And then we're going to finish with our coffee liqueur because, you know, espresso martini, you got to make it really coffee filled. So same thing. We are going to put this on the mixer side. Even though it is liqueurs are usually less expensive than like your main liquors, your vodkas, your bourbons and things like that. So mixing this with the rest of your stuff price-wise isn't too bad. You just want to keep the main alcohol separate.
Okay.
So then we're going to finish off with our vodka. This is going to go on the alcohol, the insert side, right? So that 18-ounce side.
And you're just going to fill it right up.
Yep, just going to fill it right up. So this whole thing now has 48 ounces of fluid in it.
So for regular people, that is how many cocktails? Lamar and I are looking at it and we're like, that's 4.
Yeah.
You guys are my people. I like that. So it completely depends, right? If you're going to do a 1 ounce of your alcohol and 4 ounces of your mixer, right? Basic math, you're going to get about 5 to 6 drinks out of this.
Okay.
It just before you have to fill up the mixer side, or if you're doing straight shots all night, right? If you're doing 1 ounce shots, you get to have 18 shots before you have to fill up your liquor side.
Okay.
Okay, so then all you do is you put the head unit on right here, and the collar just tightens down.
Okay.
So there are 2 speeds. I told you about that whole being able to drink straight from the unit. Again, I'll show you that later. So we're going to switch that to high speed. Okay. And so because of that liquor dial, right, we again get to control the strength of our drink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it at a 6. That's half and half ratio. So it's going to pull equal amounts of the vodka and then our eggnog, espresso, and coffee liqueur mix. All right.
Okay.
And we're going to pour this right here. All we do is just press this button.
I love watching it.
Yeah.
And I have an instant espresso eggnog martini. You can also top it off, right? We all love garnishes and those type of things. So if you want to make it a little sweeter, put a little cocoa powder on the top. And
Look
then,
how
of course,
fancy,
what's espresso
though.
martini without chocolate beans or coffee beans on the top?
I mean,
So-
look how fancy.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that is the
Cheers.
cheers, right, guys? I wish I could give this to you through the screen there.
Wow.
Yes. And so now if someone drank this and they're like, oh man, that's too much alcohol, all they do is flip it to the mixer side and it just adds that mixer to it, right? So now we've diluted it. It doesn't have as much alcohol. And flip side, right? If someone takes a drink of this and they're like, no, I want way more alcohol in that.
Yeah.
We just flip it to shot mode and pour a shot in there for them.
Wow.
It's a lot of fun. I have way too much fun doing this all the time.
So Lamar got one and has been playing with it, so he can speak to.
Oh yeah, yeah. And for tonight, I did pretty much what she talked about doing. Is I went ahead and put the eggnog in, just a very simple eggnog in one side, bourbon in the other side, and
Let's
it
see.
just mixes right up. And I checked it.
Oh no.
Come back. That's how good it was. He just decided to clock
What did
out
I
and
do?
go sit in front of the fire.
He's like, I got my bourbon and eggnog and New Mix. I'm out. See you later, guys.
Lamar, I think you turned your camera off.
Lamar, your camera's off.
Oh, okay. All right.
We are besieged by demons. So, but what a cool Christmas gift. Like I have a brother who loves mixing cocktails and entertaining and stuff. This would be perfect.
Oh yeah, it's so much fun. And the options are truly like endless, right? So I always tell people like it's limited by your imagination. It truly is. Like whatever you can think of, you can put in this and try it. We have put egg whites in this. We put maple syrup in it. We've really torture tested these things to see what works and what doesn't. We've done wine on one side, and then I don't know if you guys know what a peanut butter and jelly shot is on the insert side, but it's peanut butter whiskey and razzmatazz. And you can literally switch between the two, right? So it's 2 completely different beverages that you can switch and have at the same time, which is really awesome.
Plus, you can do non-alcoholic cocktails too.
Oh yeah, we
Give it a
were
water
just
that
at a couple of vendor shows. We did, I don't know if you guys know what Thai iced tea is, but it's sugar milk and black tea. Everyone was loving it. It was so good. We did eggnog and chai tea. Coffee is a huge one with this, putting coffee on the thermos side and then creamer on the insert side. So it really is, the options are endless for what you can do with this. Anytime someone's like, oh, I came up with this, I was like, oh, I got to try that. That sounds really cool.
So how is it powered? It doesn't plug in, does it? I don't see it plugged in.
It does, yeah. So it's actually a lithium-ion battery. You can actually pour 750 drinks before you have to recharge this puppy. And the charger's just right here. It flips open. This thing is completely waterproof. It floats. Believe it or not, we threw it down the rapids when we went tubing up in Golden. So it's a lot of fun. We made it durable so that you can take it anywhere and you don't have to worry about if it's going to sink or if it's going to get dented or anything like that.
I love that it's not glass. Like one of the things that, because you can't take something like that camping, but this you can take this on the road.
Oh,
with
yeah.
you. And
Oh,
Lamar's
yeah.
a big camper,
Yes.
big RV guy.
Yeah, and they're super easy to clean too. So like the thermos, everything, the thermos and the insert, right? It's all made out of Triton, which is a very It's the highest end you can get. Anything that touches the liquid is made of Triton. So it's not porous. No flavors or anything like that are gonna stick to it. It's no mold, nothing. And all this can go in the dishwasher.
That was my next question. Wow.
The head unit, all you do is just run hot water through it, and on top of it, what I normally do is flip it upside down, and then just run the water on the top while I'm pushing the button, and then it shoots all the hot water through the system. So you can also just fill both compartments with hot water and run it that way too.
Yeah.
It is very sturdy. I mean,
it's very sturdy.
Yeah,
and
this is a perfect thing because you don't have to be really careful with it. You can just, I mean, it withstands some stuff, and it keeps everything cold for how many hours will it keep it cold?
It'll keep it cold. So we've tried everything. It'll keep it at a really good temperature for at least 8 hours. It'll keep things hot, warm for about 24 hours. Yeah. So if you're putting it in hot, it's going to stay that way. If you're putting it in cold, it's going to stay that way. And as promised,
for the beach, it would be so good.
Oh my God, for the beach. Yeah.
You can't
do that again. Do that again. Do that again. Now we're having
I don't even need a glass.
When I got mine, I got on the website and watched their video and stuff. And one of the things, what she's doing there, you can figure out what number you want to be on just by tasting it. Before you don't fill up your glass, you taste it, and go nah, and you adjust it. Then you make your drink. It's really cool. It's very, very cool.
It serves, especially for a party, like if you're the host of the party, which I am. So like I'll go to my friend's house and I end up bartending, or they come here and, I bartend for them. I can make so many different drinks in each thermos. All I need is one head unit, and I just move them based on the drink. And then instead of me having to be constantly behind my bar, I actually get to enjoy my friends and my party, especially with everything coming up, the festivities and the holidays and all the things. It's nice to be part of the party instead of the one always hosting it.
Yeah.
So there was a really good question, and here we go. It's Jessica. Can you put carbonated drinks in there?
Yes. So you can put carbonated drinks in it. There is so when you are transporting carbonated drinks, we do recommend just putting a lid comes with it, which Lamar, I will send you a lid. But a lid comes with it, and so what we recommend when transporting, put the lid on it, and then when you get there, put the head unit. Because carbonation, it does fizz and all that stuff. You might have a little bit of dribble out of the main nozzle because it pushes through the system.
Yeah.
And that's expected with carbonation.
I tried it with Tanqueray and tonics. And it works. And I understood. Nice. And I understood. I read what you said. And so if you're not jerking it around, it's fine with this on there. But I mean, it mixes. It's perfect. Put a little squeeze of lime in with the tonic water. You're good to go. You're good to go. Yes.
So Lamar, for your eggnog and bourbon,
yes.
What number on the alcohol dial did you settle on?
I did this at a 5. I would probably on a regular basis move it up to a 7, but I did this at a 5.
My girl here is a 7, so I'm a little surprised.
That a boy, Lamar. I like it. I like it. No, and it's a lot of fun, and also just so you guys know, obviously we're pushing our product. We want everyone to have it. We absolutely love it, but our social initiative as well. So we are really big on roofie prevention and awareness. It is a silent crime that happens all over. It's an epidemic, and so we're just trying to raise awareness to a state and federal level to make some laws, change some laws, especially with the holiday season coming along. Unfortunately, this is something that happens a lot more than is talked about. And it's on our website as well. So if anyone wants to check it out, has questions, anything like that, please email us because it is a big thing for us. We are trying to make changes.
Yeah.
You hear, it's the sort of thing that you hear about happening and you're careful, you protect, you don't leave a drink, all of those things. But until you've seen what it looks like for someone to get roofied, you have no idea how serious it is.
Yeah, it's horrible. Unfortunately, I was roofied about a year. It was in September, so over a year ago.
How many days were you sick afterward?
It was horrible. It was the worst hangover of my life. I had 2 beers, and the next day it was so hard to even function. And I always say really good thing came out of a bad thing. So our next product out is actually called the New Cup. And the New Cup is a roofie-resistant tumbler. It is see-through with a locking lid on it, right? So you can take it into any event. You can show them, hey, it's empty. And there's a lock on the spout. So until your finger actually hits the fingerprint pad in the back, the spout opens. You can drink from it. As soon as you take your finger off the fingerprint pad, the lid closes. So that way no one can get into your drink. There's going to be some other features on there as well for added protection, alarms, black lights, those type of things. So that's our next product out to really spearhead this roofie problem and to just make everyone a hard target and not be able to get roofied.
I have to say, it makes me so sad that this is the world that we live in,
Yeah.
but it is the world that we live in. I mean,
Yep.
I saw a great post on, I think it was Threads a few days ago, where this woman, the bartender, she was at a bar with a group of people, and the bartender asked her if she wanted a refill, and she said, "Not right now. I have to go to the bathroom, and when I get back." And there was a guy right next to her at the bar, not someone she knew, who said to her, "Oh no, go ahead and get your drink. I won't let anybody drink it." And she looked at him and she said, "It's so adorable that you think that's what I was worried about."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
anything that we can do that makes that whole situation a little safer. Two of my niece and one of my girls got roofied at a club. They ended up throwing up in the Uber on the way home,
Oh.
and they were sick and incoherent for about 16 hours afterward.
Yeah, and I don't have any recollection of, there's
Exactly.
bits and pieces that I remember. Tyler, one of our CEOs, was with me. And thankfully, it could have gone a lot worse, right? A lot of stories end a lot worse than how mine ended. But from his point of view and what he saw, I feel horrible, right? Because he's looking at this person who has absolutely no idea where they are, who they are, what's happening. It's completely terrifying. And I think the best compliment that we've gotten is we were at the Ultimate Women's Show down in Arizona in February. And this mom and her daughter walked up and she looked at me and she's like, "Do you know how many stories aren't going to happen because of this invention?" And I just bawled. I was like, "Oh my God."
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
And it's very impactful. And so it's near and dear to all of our hearts. And it's something that we want to fix. It's a stupid problem to have. Unfortunately, it's a problem we have. So we want to fix it.
Well, this was so cool and fun to watch. I mean, it's one thing to look at it and look at the website and stuff. It's another thing to see it in action.
And Sheri, we just got our order in. I actually just unloaded it. So don't worry. We will be sending you a new mix too. So you can play with it too.
Lamar's like, "I got this new mix thing." And I was like, "What do you think?" And he goes, "It's so cool."
Yeah, it really is.
And Lamar's a man who apprecites a beautifully crafted cocktail.
Yeah. And this is good. This is good.
Yeah.
It's really good. And it's so easy. It's not complicated. It's well thought out. Y'all really thought this through. You really did.
The nice thing is so the CEOs are not mixologists. They are not bartenders at all. In fact, that's the reason why they created this, is because they do not know their way around a bar.
Yeah.
They know to point out the bourbon that they like.
Yeah.
And so when I joined in, I was like, "Oh, look at all these things, and we can do this and this and this." And they were like, "Yeah, you go do all those things. Cool." I've really elevated their mixologist game.
Yeah.
Well, you are looking at a man who bought a cloche and a smoker so that he could make a smoked margarita.
Yes,
So this is a man
I
who
love
takes
that.
his mixology seriously. And he is such a fan. Huge.
Yes, I love that.
Well,
Good job.
I'm so glad that you could pop in and we figured out your technical stuff. Cheers.
Yes, definitely.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Thank you so much. I
Cheers.
appreciate it. I had a blast.
Oh, and tell everyone real quick how they can give everybody how they can see the new mix online. And
Yeah, definitely. So if you guys go to our website, www.numix, so it's PNUMIX.com. And then we are also on all of our socials. So like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube. It's either at Numix, again, PNUMIX, or you just do the Instagram.com/Numix. So definitely come check us out. We do a lot of different things. We're going to be showing how you use the Numix when we go snowboarding, tubing, and all the winter fun activities soon. So
it would take a new invention to get me snowboarding. So I'm super excited. So cheers.
Don't worry.
Cheers.
Happy
Cheers.
holidays.
Cheers,
Thanks
guys.
for
Happy
calling.
holidays.
Thank you.
See you next time. Oh my goodness, Lamar, how fun is that?
It is a very cool. At first, when I got it and opened it up, Carl's like, "What?" And I'm like, "No, you get at the beach, you're down there, and whatever cocktail you want to, and you're going to drink the same cocktail all day. And then the whole idea of having the alcohol in one chamber, so that you, at the end of the day, if you didn't use it all, you didn't waste it. So it's
And
really cool.
nothing's diluted or soggy. I have to
Nope,
put the
nope.
head of my Christmas tree on so I can show it to Max. Hang on.
That is great.
So
Yeah.
Max, I love your light up necklace. Do you have some Santa letters for us?
I do. Yeah, these are some letters to Santa.
Oh, hang on, I'm losing my balls. Hang on.
I'm not sure I ever had mine.
That's what I was going to say.
All right, I'll be chasing my balls around the living room. Oh, don't let Kevin hear that. He'll think that means something else. Okay. Christmas letters to Santa.
Hey, all right. Dear Santa, I have been great this year. I would like 1,000 robots, a burrito blanket, new headphones, a headset stand, a cool light. Have a Merry Christmas.
Love, Jeff Bezos. 1,000 robots. Wow.
Merry Christmas, dear Santa. Please bring presents. Please, Santa, bring me toys. I want 3 puppies, a giraffe, a doctor kit, PJ mask. I'm not sure what that is. Puzzles and movies, and bring mama and mommy coffee. Love, Patrick.
The giraffe is what really sets this kid apart for me.
Yeah.
Any kid can ask for puppies and socks.
Dear Santa, I would like a seesaw, a teddy. I'm guessing a teddy bear, right?
What hopes?
You'd hope.
Hopefully.
But listen to these: a mushroom and broccoli. Love, love Harriet. Kid's name is Carter. Dear Santa, I would like earbuds, a new notebook, a new watch, question mark, a bouncy ball, PS5 games. And then after that, in parentheses, it says expensive year, huh? A new football, solid dumbbells, and a new bathrobe. Dear Santa, can you answer some questions, please? I can keep a secret. Number 1, how old are you? Number 2, can you freeze time? Yeah, sure you can.
Oh my gosh, that's how we have Christmas magic. Yeah.
How many elves do you have? How many cookies do you eat in a night? Do you? I love this. It says, do you have a zoo at the North Pole? And then she's put the thing in there. It says, yes or no. You know, like you did at school, do you like me? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Do you speak multiple languages? Yes, of course. How do you travel so fast? Well,
Magic reindeer.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. Are you a professional rapper?
With a W or no?
I like Big Gibson. I cannot lie. Have you met a unicorn? Thank you for answering my questions. Dear Santa, I would like some Taylor Swift tickets. Ooh.
Good
And
luck,
some-
kid. Expensive year, huh?
and some clothes from Nordstrom
Oh.
and a boyfriend. Love, Sarah. Dear Santa, how are you? I have been a good girl. I want bows for my hair and, of course, the ever popular slime.
Is that still around? I guess
Oh,
it
it
is.
never goes away.
Yeah.
What is slime? I mean, I know what slime is, but is it like something that
It's
Yeah, that
literally,
you can-
that you can, yeah.
You can tell. Yeah. It's when you drop it on the carpet, it's over.
I see? Dear Santa, I flushed my brother's head in the toilet, but I'd still like to have a puppy. Oh, here we go. Dear Santa, my name is Tara. I'm almost 9 years old. I would like a diary and games to play. I also would like a new blanket for my baby brother, Alec. And that's sweet.
Oh,
Baby
yeah,
brother.
that's good.
Could you say hi to the reindeer? I've been good because I help my mom take the trash out. I clean my room and I don't cry when I do my chores. Well, she's got one up on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Dear Santa, I am good. Are you friends with God? Well, of course. Here's another. How old are you? And then, are you okay?
Well, that's nice, though. Oh,
Santa,
checking on him.
tell
Checking
me,
on him.
are you okay? I would like Legos, a Pokemon game, a BB gun, and Peace for All the World plus $25,000. Dear Santa, please leave before 6 a.m. My alarm goes off at 6. My stocking is the one on the left. Loves Sarah.
Oh,
Dear Santa, Merry Christmas. I love the presents you get me every year. This whole thing is a butter up. So listen to this. Dear Santa, I love the presents you get me every year. You work so hard. I wish you could take a break. Love, Sky. P.S. I don't think you're fat. Dear Santa, oh, this is a great one, kids. Dear Santa, my name is Ella. I have a question for you. What happens if you get sick on Christmas? Will you have a backup Santa if that happened? Happy holidays. Love, Ella. P.S. How old are you? Because you've been around for generations.
Santa doesn't get sick on Christmas. That's Christmas magic, right?
Yeah.
Here you go. Dear Santa and Rudolph, I hope there's enough Christmas spirit this year to make your sleigh work. Well, we're all hoping that.
Yeah.
I hope I did not give you too much whiskey. I guess we've moved up from milk and cookies
Yeah,
to
forget the cookies.
even Santa whiskey. I hope Rudolph likes the carrots. I wish you the best forever. Lots of love. Love, Maya. Dear Santa, I would like a Nerf gun, Nerf bullet, socks, a 10-foot charging cord, a light for under the trampoline. Oh, you got the trampoline.
Ooh.
Nice. A phone, sunglasses, my own room, a pillow made of memory foam, and knives. Dear Santa, I want a new iPhone. My sister doesn't believe in you, but whatever. P.S. I believe in you. This is really crazy. Dear Santa, I would like a Christmas tree onesie, a shark onesie, Looney Tunes Converse, Legos, LPs, and my childhood back.
Miss Sarah, is that you? Just confess. I know you're here tonight. Just confess. Oh my God, I want my childhood back. Oh my God.
Tell me when I've run out here because I'm not sure what my time is. So when it's time for me to shut up, just tell me. Dear Santa, I gave you 2 cookies because I want you to be healthy. I do not like it when people call you fat. I'm not trying to say you're fat. I don't want to hurt your feelings. Love, Sully.
Oh my God. If ever somebody just told Santa he was fat.
That would be Sully.
Dear Santa, I have been great this year, so I would like an airplane.
Yeah.
I also would like unicorn Barbies, a Barbie truck, and a truck with more Barbies. Love, area. Let me see. Dear Santa, there's only one thing I want for Christmas: summer vacation.
Like Bob Lacey.
I would love for you to bring Leonardo DiCaprio to my house because I think he's still cute.
Well, now how old is that child? Because
Yeah.
she's too old for me.
Based on the penmanship, I'm guessing, Dear Santa, what I want for Christmas is a stuffed chicken.
My stuffed
It's
chicken.
pretty easy. Dear
I think,
Santa,
I think the author of that one is sitting next to you with the Christmas tree headband on.
let me see. Some of these. Actually, I think that's it. There's a couple here that's so. Dear Santa Claus, sup? What's your workshop smell like, dog?
Whoa! Oh, this is Doc.
How am I? Well, nothing much. You zing. Oh snap! I would like a gift card to Hot Topic. I'm guessing Hot Topic's still around.
Oh, it
Well,
still exists. Oh,
It's
yeah.
still here.
Still big.
okay.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all that I have.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Matt.
you, Max. Thank you.
I thought I'd seen one of them that said that they were asking for an AK-47, which is a little ambitious.
Woo. Yeah, that's a bit. Well, Max, thank you. I know you have another Christmas thing that you have to get off to.
I do. I have another. It's such a wild social life I have.
You do.
Yes,
Well, you're having
John,
fun
you are
with
in
Kent
demand.
this year. Yeah.
You are in demand.
You are in demand.
Doc, I love it. Yay.
Oh,
Doc,
yeah.
you look
That's
amazing.
cool, Doc. That
Everybody
is so
say
cool.
goodbye to Max. He has to go to
Bye,
his
Max. Love you,
thing.
brother.
Bye.
All right. Talk to you soon.
It was very nice of y'all to leave the worst for last. I'm not talking about you, Sarah, but me.
For the record, I too would like broccoli for Christmas.
I cannot get over Doc, your costume.
Doc, you look amazing.
Yes, that
You
is so
do.
cool, Doc.
And
Thank
Miss
you.
Sarah, who do we have with us here tonight?
This is Catherine.
Hey,
Oh,
you.
she's so
She's got-
beautiful.
She's a good girl, you good girl. Mwah.
What a beauty. Oh, look at the sweet girl. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my
She is the
gracious.
best. She really is the best. I mean, the other two were in here, but they don't speak English, so
So
They
we
don't
brought
know.
the smart one in. Wow.
Yeah.
So, Doc, you're fully in the Christmas spirit.
Yes, you are.
Only a tad bit. I was a little bit inspired by Lamar Claus. I feel like I need to have a little Christmas spirit in me.
I'm glad I've been inspirational.
I've named myself my Christmas alter ego is Jonathan, and I'm the stepfather or stepson of Lamar Claus from his seventh wife.
Wait, wasn't that Bob?
How are things going for you there, Jonathan, then, this Christmas season?
It's going all right. I'm hoping for a little something under the tree.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God, y'all, I'm so slap happy.
Look at the puppy. Look at the new puppy.
Oh, for a minute, I'm like, what kind of animal is that? That's a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at those sweet babies.
Yes, Penelope.
Look at you, Penelope. Oh,
Get
my
out of your
goodness.
sister's hooter. Stop. You have your own. Sorry.
Penelope looks like the Lorax.
She does. She just woke up. When her hair is all fluffy, she looks like the Gordon's fisherman. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So, I'm sorry, I was about to say Doc, Jonathan. I mean, so Jonathan, what have you learned from being Lamar Claus's stepson from his seventh marriage? Anything from the great man?
No, not really.
Not even a good how not to be. Just like nothing.
No, the guy got nothing.
I know how you feel. I know how you feel.
So, did you put up your Christmas tree yet this year?
No, so it's one of those things where I knew I should have done it before Thanksgiving, and now I've waited, and I feel like it's going to be one of those things where Christmas is past and it's too late.
Well, last year you got forced into it because if you guys remember,
yes,
Spectrum knocked my internet out, and I had to drive to Doc's house at like 80 miles an hour and barely skidded into his driveway just in time for happy hour. Heather had like, here, Doc, decorate your tree. Like, it was so crazy. It was so
Those
crazy.
ornaments were specially picked out, Doc. You've got to put the tree up. I I did.
I
So
do. And I've got to unleash Snoop on a stoop again.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, y'all. Well, we talked a little bit amongst ourselves off the air today about, just kind of wrapping up 2024 and what we're looking forward to or hoping for in 2025. So we'll ask you, Miss Sarah, that question since we didn't get a chance to earlier. What would you have to say about 2024? A lot of changes for you this year, big year for you.
Yeah. I learned a lot of things this year. It solidified a lot of things I already knew. And I think mostly that is just do you, boo. Jeff Davis says it all the time. Do you. Do what
Yeah.
makes you happy. Do what makes your world rock. And the things that are supposed to happen will come.
In that spirit, you guys, I saw a really interesting post somewhere on one of the accounts that said Liam Payne had 28 million fans around the world who loved him. And nobody's talking about him anymore. So go ahead and live your life. Take your time off. Love what you love. Enjoy what you enjoy. Don't always apologize and explain and defend, right? Just do you. And I think that's great advice. Yeah, I think that's killer advice. Hang on a second. I have a technical issue. I'll be right back. You'll speak amongst
Are you dropping your balls again?
I have. My balls are going everywhere. And they're giant, Sarah. They're huge balls.
Oh God. I feel for Jimmy Wayne though. My dryer doesn't have any heat. Do you know how long
Then it's not really a dryer if it doesn't
right,
have
it's
any. Yeah.
it's just a circle. Do you know how long it takes to fluff a pair of tactical pants?
Yes.
7 cycles.
I had a dryer that went out like that years ago, and it's like you don't really think it's working, but it just takes forever. That heat element, is gone, and that's it. That's it. So we're hoping Jimmy Wayne doesn't get fined out for tomorrow morning.
I could never live with an HOA. So, I mean, I don't own this house, but my landlord is fantastic. If I wanted to paint the outside purple with stars on it and glitter, she'd be like, yeah, go ahead. Just don't wreck it.
Yeah.
Like, I love her. So I really kind of lucked out in that department.
Yeah, that is good.
Oh, y'all, one of my balls rolled under the couch. So when we finish up here, they're they're substantial, right? Can you see?
The cats will find them.
And I have to be careful when I sit that I don't, sit on
Gary,
them.
I can go ahead and tell you, nobody's ever accused you of not having big balls. Okay,
Thank you. They're the biggest. And some of them are sparkly. Oh my goodness. So, and we're enjoying Sarah's ceiling fan as we stare fixedly into Doc's eyes. We're having quite a night. I have to say, we've had a lot of stuff go wrong today. Oh, look at the chihuahua. Look at you, baby.
He's a dachshund min pin, but he's kind of a small manatee.
So he's not a chihuahua. Oh, but he's got the personality. Okay.
Yeah.
No, Catherine just bit his wiener, so stop biting your brother's
That's something
wiener.
that you only use when you have no other option.
Right. He's always scratching it on the carpet anyway, so I just you're okay, bud.
I have to say, we've done a lot of happy hours, and this is our Christmas tradition, lighting the Christmas tree. But I think this may be my favorite year ever with Jimmy Wayne on his hands and knees scrubbing the floor. I mean,
oh my God.
Doc.
Yeah.
The poor thing.
Doc, I don't know what you're going to do a year from now to top that. I really don't. I don't know what you're going to do.
The comment went by really fast that said, "Oh, I thought you didn't have a Christmas tree." My people, I did not. This Christmas tree, my friend Todd Murphy, who is just my Christmas angel, I love him so much. He came over this morning while I was working and put the lights on this Christmas tree, or we would not be having a Christmas tree today. And we didn't. And Lamar, Max left, but Doc will tell you, we didn't finish till really late today.
Oh yeah.
No,
So without Todd and Kevin supervising, we would not be having a Christmas tree. So I want to thank my Christmas angel, Todd Murphy. And I want to thank all of you first for joining us tonight.
Yes.
But we're our thanks really are is, you know, riding along with us for 2024. It was a big year and a challenging year, and we had a lot of big adventures and a lot of crazy challenges. And we get kind of emotional, because y'all are just always right there, making us feel
ride
like
or die, ride
Yeah.
or die, no doubt.
y'all are always right there, making us feel like, all right, get the power turned back on. Let's get back in there. So we have some really fantastic holiday swag boxes. And one lucky person's even going to win, I'm pretty sure, a new mix. Yeah, our cocktail machine.
Oh,
I wanted to be like careful about saying that because I wasn't sure, but yes, one lucky person. Hold it up, Lamar. One lucky person
Oh
tonight
yeah.
is going to receive a new mix cocktail shaker. Now, if you are the winner, and we have a lot of winners tonight, Heather will reach out to you via Facebook Messenger. She is not scamming you. We can't give you your prize if you don't respond back, okay? So that we can ship it to you. So we do have a little message from Bob.
Thank you. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Bob, once again, for everyone that wasn't with us right at the beginning, today is Hampton, Bob's bonus son, Hampton's college graduation at ECU, Eastern Carolina University. So Bob and Mary are up there for Hampton's graduation, and he shot us a little video. We're going to post it afterward. Every comment in the stream counts as an entry. This is our last happy hour for 2024, but we will be back with you gangbusters on January 9th, I believe, is our first happy hour of the new year. So let me say, on behalf of me and Bob and Tony and Ashley and Laura and Stephen and Heather and all of the people, stick your head in, Heather, all of the people who make this happen, who you don't necessarily see or hear every day, we all feel the same way, and that is really profoundly thankful that you're our people.
Yep.
We hope, however you celebrate, you have an amazing year. So let's do it. Let's kick off our annual countdown to the Christmas holidays. 10, 9,
9,
8,
7,
7,
6, 5,
5,
4,
4,
3, 2, 1.
1.
Woohoo! Christmas time? These elves, when you don't pay them, it's not, you don't get the same labor. Yay! Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you so, so, so much.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. We love you. Have a great holiday. We'll see you on the regular Bob and Sheri show tomorrow. And we'll see you on Happy Hour in 2025.